Welcome to My Uganda. As you know, at this channel we bring you the latest political updates of Ugandan politics. Yesterday, after the presidential nominations of the NUP president Robert Kyagulanyi, known as Bobi Wine, Muhoozi, the first son of the president of Uganda, came up with a tweet laughing and mocking Bobi Wine. This did not leave the supporters happy, and Honorable Betty Nambooze, the MP of Mukono, went bare knuckles with the first son today in a post-nomination press conference held at the NUP offices in Kamocha, as in the video you are going to watch.
To advise on what to do for the family. But a family is different from a country. The country has advisors who are paid, but Mr. Museveni is not utilizing them. So Mr. Muhoozi, in that capacity, abusing Uganda candidate, presidential candidate, who is going to run the office. Mr. Muhoozi and friends are trying to impose on Mr. Museveni. They fear what might happen to them after Museveni is the president. That is why they are imposing him on this country. They fear to face the law. They fear to face competition. They fear to lose riches. They fear to hand back power to Ugandans and account for the 35 years Mr. Museveni has been in power. One, I talked to Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi, and he told me that if Muhoozi thinks that when he tweets, when he makes those careless, wisdomless tweets, that Honorable Kyagulanyi will be intimidated. He sends you information that he is not intimidated. Mr. Muhoozi, I want to assure you, you will be one of those Ugandans who will be pardoned. We shall allow you to say sorry to Ugandans. We appreciate that you have been young just yesterday and you were exploited by a father who doesn't care about anybody, including his own children. A man who has failed to win off his children. You see, even cooks are better at that. Akakoko wekalemera wali awali mama wako ba segwang bakabojja genda. We don't fear to face Mr. Muhoozi as a competitor. We don't. We also acknowledge that he has a right, like all of us Ugandans, to stand for office. We don't know even why he keeps on posing as if he's an army man, when the fact of the matter is that he's not. He's an LOD. He was recruited when some of us were old enough, first of all, to get to know what was taking place. And like the brother Nambooze has told you, that we don't have the black book today, but we believe that we cannot be betrayed by our own memory. You are an LOD, you Muhoozi. We know that deceitfully, with the deception, you have been decollated a UPDF general. You will lose those titles as soon as we take office. And we shall recommend you and press you under rehabilitation, you together with other people. You see, in Uganda we have some people who pose around as lords. Eh? When they are moving around, you can mistake them for being lords. Today we appreciate that Mr. Museveni is no more. We have another example of what happened in Malawi. In Malawi, a president lost his mental abilities. But he had a secretary, Mama Kazamira, who would get out, change government, appoint, disappoint people. It was after Kamusu Banda was taken out of power that the country got to know that Banange, you know what? All along we have been dealing with Mama Kazamira. The president has no mental capacity to keep in that office. I'm not saying that Mr. Museveni has retaliated that level, but I believe he's on the way. I said this with great knowledge, because Mr. Museveni is as old as my father. And let me tell you, my father was a very clever man. But these days, he's a baby. At times I get telephone calls in Mukono, Nambooze, Jango, Ogambe, Otwale Daddy Mutwali, Aganyo Kumile Dagala, Yangwako. So my father at times refuses to take his medicine. He refers most of the very important decisions to me. Equally, Mr. Museveni is going through the same. You see, but for me, my father and I are doing this to our one family. But imagine a person who does not want to take medicine anymore being your president. There is that period when we live the opposite of our true self. What we are when we are still young. That period comes to every person who grows old. There are people like me who doesn't fear to say that I'm 51 years. Just because I have accountability for every year I've lived. But Mr. Museveni cannot get out to tell his exact age because he does not have accountability for some of the years he has lived. But for us who know, especially we women, we have the capacity to look at somebody's nose, eyes, and then tell how old you are. And then 26, you are 26. 26 years. I'm talking as a mother. In the same, using the same expertise. I know for sure, and many Ugandans know that Mr. Museveni is 80 years.
No, 92.
So, winding up, I'm here to tell Mr. Muhoozi that first of all, we who know him as a person who has grown up surrounded by friends, who has gone to the best schools, we didn't believe that he's one man who can be so unwise, so unsophisticated to make such careless tweets. I feel so sorry that a young man in whom Ugandans have invested a lot can turn out with such an imbalanced mental straight as what they did. Yes, was his son. It's beyond that. Muhoozi can do better. Muhoozi, you are capable of doing better. If you are an army man, that you turned from the LODU to the army, keep quiet like what other army men should do. If you want to be a politician like us, retire from the army, get out of your father's custody, and behave like a grown-up man of 50 years. Because you are 50.
Sharing.
You want to Kulwange, some member telling at what you're not a Bukuram NUP. A Ranu Milwenyo, a Dala Yange. kubanga kisai time nafu abamu batukulemberemu.
True.
Nafu abamu batukolechi.
Bakulembere.
Kale nyibiridde wano nga member wa bulijjo. Waliwo abantu abangamba nti wakagenda mu NUP nembagamba muyiga okumanya ebintu. So omukuba member ba NUP abagundi. Omukuba kadde abagiruddemu ennyo. Kubanga olunaku lwe basooka ofulumya kaadi wano. Ewe nafuna eyange. So nyibiridde wano mu kiti ekyo ekya member atalina nnyo buvunaanyizibwa okuggyako in the interim ayambako omwami vice president wa Buganda okutwala ziri districts eziri mu Eastern Buganda Kono Kayunga Buyikwe and Buvuma okutumira mwannyinaze gwensingako omwaka gumu gwokka mu nsi muno Muhoozi ebyataano mugumu yalyataano okumugamba nti akomye mangu okweteeka mu butaala n'agenda n'akemebwa okubaawo kwa social media